Good morning. It's the start of a brand new project. I'm going to be renovating my mum's bedroom after at least 35 years since the room was built. When my parents moved into this house, the previous owners had built an extension which became my office. And above that, it was a flat roof. My parents decided to build an extension themselves, and my dad built this room, which became their bedroom. And it hasn't been redecorated since it was built at least 35 years ago. My mum being my mum, she didn't put any emphasis on making the room nice for herself. She did the entire house, so every other room in this house has been redecorated at least once. I've been slowly working my way through the rooms, renovating a room at a time for the past, I don't know, six or 7 years. We've been doing different things. My mum has always put off her room because she's always said it's not important. But it is important. I finally convinced her to at least get some new carpet down because the carpet is threadbare, and our local carpet people are closing down, sadly, and they have a closing down sale. So I convinced my mum to go and look at the carpets, and we are getting the carpets measured on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So we'll find out how much that's going to cost. And I said at the same time, why don't I fix the walls? Because they need fixing desperately. There's only 2 rooms in the house that still have wallpaper. One is the living room, and that one has been redecorated a couple times, I think, since they've lived here. But this room is the other room with wallpaper, which has never been taken off, and it's taken itself off. The wallpaper is literally peeling off the walls. There's also a small section with tiles, because when my dad built the room, he wanted a little sink. The sink's no longer there. There is still the remnants of the sink, like some holes and some bodged filler and a section of tiles and a mirror. So the tiles need to come off, and I probably need to check the best way to take them off that's not going to chip the plaster away. There's also some very dark wood in here that would look nicer if it was brighter. So I would plan to sand that down, paint it the same off-white as the walls, and there's going to be an accent wall in blue by the headboard, the bed. I've got quite a bit of wood that needs to be sanded. I'm also going to be spray painting the radiator so that it's no longer white, as all these other ones are. I'm going to spray paint it anthracite, like I did the radiator in this video, so that it looks a bit more modern. And it does look really nice, even though it's the exact same radiator. Just spraying it anthracite looks so much better. So I'm going to do that in here. And I'm going to be very jealous because my bedroom one is still white. There's sanding, there's painting, spray painting, tile removing. The other thing with the wallpaper is it's not just wallpaper that needs to come off. There's a thing called cotina underneath it, which is an insulating layer underneath the wallpaper. So I've got 2 layers to try and get off, and I've never tried to remove a cotina coating before. Hopefully it comes off as easily as wallpaper kind of does. We do have a wallpaper stripper. I have applied many a wallpaper, and I've removed many a wallpaper, and I would never put wallpaper up ever again because not only is it a pain to put up, but it's a pain to take back down again. Let's begin, shall we? Let's stop procrastinating. Let me show you the befores. I might insert the clips from my phone, which gives you a wider angle than this camera, but this is what the wallpaper looks like. There are marks on that. I don't know what these marks are. There will be the remnants of spiders that my mum has thrown a slipper at. And there's some on the ceiling, I think, and some on the coving, which I will have to try and wash off. But here is the tiled section, tiled here, and then there's a mirror. Can you see my hand? There's some peeling paper, some more peeling paper. This is the worst. This is the worst area. I didn't realise quite how bad it was in here. My mum didn't think it was important because it was for herself. So this is where the sink was. I wish I could show it more clearly. I'll have to use the phone footage. Massive double wardrobe that I need to sand down and paint off-white. Oh, it's such a big endeavour. Oh, so much to do. And I'm also going to do those shelves as well so that they blend in rather than stand out. And it'll just make the whole room brighter. And then this is the carpet. It's pink, but it's very old. It's been here the entire time, never been replaced. Hopefully everything is okay underneath the wallpaper. My dad was a good builder, so hopefully no plaster has blown since then. You can buy some photographs of us as children. First thing I'm going to do, because it's nice and easy, is I'm going to remove these two brackets. There used to be a light strung between them, so she doesn't need those anymore. I'm going to go get a screwdriver. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, yes. Why are you getting tighter then? Come on. Okay. I know your view is just at the back of my head, and I'm sorry. The thing about my dad was that he would use the longest screws ever so that they would never come out. Now I'm wishing I brought my screwdriver, electric screwdriver up. Come on. They're so long. There we go. Did they need to be that long? Probably not. Has to be really high, doesn't it? I'm not going to complain. I'm doing this to myself. I'm starting to get too hot. I have put sweatpants on underneath my dungarees, so I may have to remove the sweatpants. Me thinking that I would be too cold. Wrong. My elbow hurts. First job done. I'm down here. Hello. Ooh, zoom out. The battery's on 1 bar. 1 bar. I've been up here like 20 minutes total, including my intro. Right, next step. Do I try and take the tiles off the wall? Let's just see how to remove tiles safely. I'm going to attempt. I brought the hammer. Oh, hang on. I get my steps in. Up, down, up, down, up, down. How many trips to the garage will I have to make? Excuse me. Thank you. Hammer acquired. Eye protection. Dang it. I need eye protection. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think I've got goggles in the office. Oh, I'm getting so many steps in. Who needs a treadmill? Do DIY upstairs. Goggles. Where art thou? You are good. Goggles, mask. Mask. I'm so glad I have some of the stuff inside the house. Right, I think I have everything I need. Eye protection, a mask if there's any dust, putty knife, chisel, I was about to call it screwdriver, it looked like my screwdriver, and a hammer. So a quick Google search said that I need to chisel away the grout with a hammer and a chisel, and then using a putty knife or a scraper, prise them off the wall. Here's hoping I don't damage the plaster. I've never removed tiles before. This is going to squish my fringe. Is this a look? Fringe flopping over goggles. It's not really a look, is it? And the goggles are falling down my head. Why is my head shaped this way? Okay, I don't have the best view through these goggles, but at least my eyes are protected. Should get down. I've got my most narrow chisel. It's not fitting in the gap very well though. Not much is coming off. It's not sliding down. This is not working very well. I'm right in a corner as well, so this is not very effective. Okay, this is not effective. I'm gonna try this. Keep my feet out of the way. Nope, hang on. This is not the right kind of chisel. I actually have something a bit more heavy duty that I could use. And I could get my heavy duty chisel thing. Trip number 3 to the garage. I've got a bigger chisel and I've got my heavy duty. At least it's not going to bounce off the rubber end because it doesn't have one. Nothing is happening currently. I'm trying to keep my feet back so it doesn't fall on my feet. A bit came off cleanly. That fired at me. And that, people, is why we wear safety goggles. I'm already hating deciding to do this. Hello? anyone home? Oh, I think it's lifting. And let's see if I can get this in any better. Ooh. Nice sharp chisels doing the job. Those clicks are ominous, but it's a good sign. Trying desperately not to chisel into the plasterwork. My eyes are so hot. Jump scare. Protect the toes. Hey! How's the plaster? Well, I'm going to have to do some repairing. I'm trying not to dig in with the chisel, but it's really hard. I'm laying it as flat against the wall as I can. I'm glad it's only 2 tiles deep. 2 rows of tiles, and then... Okay, give me my chisel back if you're not going to come off. Oh, nice. 2 in 1. Oh. Is that plaster? I believe that's plaster. Is it? Yeah. That is some big bits of plaster. Well, there will be some filling to do, and I have done that before. I mean, it was kind of inevitable. Please tell me it was inevitable and I haven't just done it completely wrong. Get in here and separate these. Almost landed on my foot. This one little piece does not want to come off. Hey. Oh, that came off nice and clean. Just where the chisel goes in, there's a little bit of a scuff. I think that was the cleanest one yet. I'm definitely more at home taking wallpaper off than I am taking tiles off. Alright, now I need a bit more vision because I can't really see. Tidy up the grout. That's what the garnish looks like. So we have this. That sounds fine, but this bit here needs to come off. It's blown. You know the difference in the sound. Chip away the loose pieces, and then I'm going to start stripping some wallpaper. Like I can peel this wallpaper off and leave the soft cotina. It's almost like it just reminds me of polystyrene, which maybe that is what it is. So that's what the cotina is. It actually is just a layer of polystyrene. Interesting. It's difficult with all the stuff still in the room, but I don't have anywhere to put everything. What I found though is the cotina, that polystyrene layer, comes off really easily. Oh, you didn't see any of that? That's annoying. I just did this and you saw none of it. I just pulled this entire piece of wallpaper off with ease and then did this. I haven't used a wallpaper stripper. I've applied no wet heat. This is just coming off like that. Oh, you're going to give me some jip now, aren't you? Oh, this is fun. This is oddly satisfying. Because it's... Get out of my face. Piece of polystyrene attacking me. So satisfying. I think for once, taking the wallpaper off is going to be more fun than painting the walls. Normally that's the worst part to do. I need to stand higher. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this mirror off the wall. Oh, hang on. They unscrew. That's good. And then I need a screwdriver. And we're not painting around mirrors and shelves and things, we're doing a proper job. One of the fears I have with a lot of the things that my dad put up there is that they're too tight for me to undo. But so far, it's been okay. How am I going to hold this in place without it falling? Hello? 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 Excuse me. Come off. What? The mirror won't come off the wall. There's nothing else holding it up there. Oh, don't know that sound. He's stuck to the wallpaper. I think it's stuck to the wallpaper, you know. Oh. Okay. I guess that's the colour the wallpaper used to be. A little bit more white. Maybe wallpaper seeped out, I don't know. And it was stuck on. The satisfying stripping continues. If only wallpaper removal was always that simple. But I guess it helps that it's been up here for 35 years. Or more. That was an estimation. I was thinking that the wallpaper removal was going to be the most tedious part, but I actually think sanding the wood, sanding the wardrobe is probably going to be the most tedious. The thing about being polystyrene though, it gets staticked. So there's pieces staticked to the wall that aren't actually attached. I'm going to see if I can slide the bed just slightly away from the wall so I can get that wallpaper gone. I don't know if I'm going to have the strength to do this because I need to lift up the middle support. And I don't know if I can do this. I need to check the support's still supporting. No, it's moved. That's no good. I suppose I can get rid of the wallpaper that's at the top first and then move to a different wall. I know it would be much easier if you didn't have the furniture in here, but when you've got nowhere to put it, you kind of got to make do with what you can do. We are going to have to collapse my mum's bed down when we get the carpets done. Easiest wallpaper I've ever removed in my entire life. That's how static it is. Get off. I'm gonna have to vacuum the walls after this because of all the bits of polystyrene that's still hovering. Peeling the wrapping paper? Peeling the wallpaper off this way means that the glue's not getting reactivated, so it's not sticky. I'm not taking this off fully, I just want to loosen it so that I can get the paper out from behind it, if I can. I am scared of electrics, so there's no way I would expose this. Just enough that I can pull the paper out from behind it. Oh, I'm going to fall over. There's a big crack in the plaster there. I'll need filling. Then you can see the polystyrene is just statically sticking to everything. The foil behind the radiator is coming off with the wallpaper, so I'm not sure what to do about that exactly. I'm gonna have to replace the foil behind the radiator. Okay, I'm gonna go get a rubbish bag because this is getting ridiculous over here. I've cleared the walkway so that I can actually get in here now and remove the rest of the wallpaper down here. There's an actual outline. My dad would have drawn that outline of where the sink went. My dad drew that. Easiest wallpaper I've ever removed from a wall ever. You can thank the cotina. Because
how easy is that to come off?
You can.
Don't need the stripper.
No. You just go like.
£35 on a thing.
I missed it the first time I did it. I had the camera pointing at the ground. Just go like this. Wallpaper gone. And then you go like this. Cotina gone. It's just polystyrene, Mum. It's literally just a polystyrene sheet.
I wasted £35 on a steamer.
At least you went with a cheap one. There's 3 pieces of polystyrene. Static. Do you like some art? Some artwork on the wall. You can just arrange your polystyrene how you like it.
Different. Oh dear.
It'll stick to me as well. You gonna stick, or have you lost your static? Just lost it now. I wish you'd have a different curtain rail. I don't like that one.
Neither do I particularly.
Well, we can take that off. We can take that off. Get rid of this here, presumably, and then just pop a pole. Yeah, the walls look lovely underneath, apart from that little section. Yeah. I don't know why that section particularly went. Because I thought at first it was me that had damaged it, but the fact that it's blown out beside where the tiles were, so beyond where the tiles were, it was loose. And I think I've got rid of all of the loose stuff. Oh no, this is corked in. The wallpaper's corked into the window. Yeah, but it's going to just look messy unless we can get the radiator off. And it's really awkward to get down there. The sun's coming out. I'm going to have to move this soon so that I can get this corner. I think this is on top of the wallpaper.
Probably.
That's fun, isn't it?
I did do certain things awkwardly.
Yeah, it goes underneath. Oh, great. Yay. How much do you need curtains closed to sleep at night?
I do need them.
I don't know what to do. I'll have to remove that bit afterwards. We'll have to go and get a curtain rail, and then you'll need curtains with loops rather than hook thingies.
Yeah, but I like those curtains.
What do you like about them?
The colour.
And we can get the same colour again, but with loops, so that you can have a rail or pole instead of a rail. But we can easily get the same colour. This curtain rail is so annoying. Oh, exact same issue with the curtain rail. There's loads of spider legs. Just legs. I'm not getting hungry.
It's only 25 past 11.
Oh, So I'm working hard. I've been up and down the stairs like 6 times because I kept forgetting things. Or not really realising I needed something.
You have to cork that window.
Yeah, I'll have to cut the cork off and then put fresh on. I've done corking. Oh, my belly is starting to grumble. Nice view of the back of my head. Cotina stuff goes right in underneath the window frame. I obviously applied all of that before putting the window in. The top ones are tiny in comparison.
You probably ran out of same size screws.
Okay, this one's not stuck to the wall. You can see how white the wallpaper once was.
Whoa.
I've got this thing to do.
Hasn't screwed it from the top as well, has it?
No, but there's what appears to be covered over screw holes attaching these. Can you hear that? Weird sound it's making in my ear. It's definitely filler.
Well, you always want to fill all the holes in, so it's the same.
Not screw hole, so you can never ever take it off. Fill up the holes that you don't need anymore. I think I've uncovered it, but whether or not I'll be able to turn it is another question. Ah, I can turn it! Hey, huzzah! Let's do the other side before that comes loose. As I feel successful, I will show you what I was doing. Screw holes that have been fillered and varnished over the top of. So I've managed to unscrew that one. I can see the screw. That's the sound that will like me. Jingling in my ear like Santa Claus with reindeer. That was my stomach. If you heard a weird gurgle, that was my tummy. I need to block the camera view, I'm afraid. Yeah, got it. Is that a cobweb? Yes, it is a cobweb. Gross. Ooh. But I had loads of chins just then. That's a problem. It's got no screws in it, but it's not coming off the wall. Why are you not coming off the wall? I can see screws there going into the wood, so they could be going into the wall as well. So to release the bulb, maybe I can squeeze it. Oh, yeah, genius. Light bulb. Sorry, that's my stomach. I didn't toot. That's my stomach. Bad timing. There could be a screw right behind here. Okay. Oh my god. What is holding this thing on? They glued it to the wall. It shouldn't have electricity. But now I'm paranoid. I'm going to need to test it to make sure that there's definitely no electricity running through that because I don't want to get electrocuted. I spy another concealed one. I'm going to be very careful and not touch the wires that are there. Yep, it's starting to dip. That is the final screw. Welcome to my little cubby. Me and my sister called it the shrine because there were photographs of me and her and brother and sister all over here. It looked like a little shrine. Well, it's definitely detecting something in multiple areas.
I don't think that would work properly.
Well, I mean, there's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Yeah, I didn't record any of that, I think, because I thought I had and then I hadn't, but I've got the shelf off. The wire's still attached. It goes through the wardrobe.
Yeah, but I can't see where it comes out.
Maybe it just goes into the wall here. Yeah, it goes up into the ceiling, Mum. It goes up into the attic.
Well, that's where it goes
up.
from there.
So it goes into the wardrobe and then up. The thing about doing DIY is that new things pop up.
My delivery driver was about 10 years old. He's such a young delivery driver.
Did you ID him? Excuse me, sir, are you legally allowed to drive? There's a big crack in the plaster here. And it's blown. We are at the end of day one and we have almost all of the wallpaper off. Only places left are behind that curtain rail and that one, because these bits of wood go over the top of the wallpaper and we can't take them down until we have curtain poles ready to put up and replace the curtains the same day. Because if I took them off now, my mum wouldn't have any light cover to sleep. End of day one. I put my air purifier in here and left it running for a couple of hours to clear all the dust out so that it's not all stuffy in here. I think I've managed to not record it, but I managed to get that light down. We don't think that's actually got any power to it, but the wire goes up in the wardrobe and up into the roof. But we're going to wait until we can definitely check to make sure there's no electricity. And we also need to cap the end off. Need to get a thing to cap the end of the wire off so that it's safe, and then we can get rid of that shelf properly. Look at Mum's bear. Isn't he cute? He's really cute. From when my mum was a child. So yeah, that's the end of day one. Let's get some bit of light. We are at almost 7 p.m. My back hurts, my forearms and wrists are sore. But yeah, made some good progress. I think tomorrow I'm going to do some wood sanding, like the window ledges, that bookcase, the door frame and that kind of stuff, so that those bits will be ready to paint along with the walls. I'd probably do the door frame in a wood paint. If I look a bit of a mess, it's because I've just been doing pottery all day and I don't even know if I've got some on me. I might do. But I'm just popping on to let you know that there is less than 24 hours to get your keychain plushie. I want to make sure that you don't miss out on your chance to get a keychain plushie, because it will be our last key plushie that we do. Here he is. He has a very fluffy tail. He has his little pokey legs, his very special eye, and he even comes with a little extra key ring on there. Less than 24 hours to get your keychain plushie. The link is in the description to Makeship. That's the only place you can buy them. They are a pre-order. They will be shipped out in August. We are very close to 2,700. So if you could help push us over the 700 mark, then that would be amazing. So will you be our 2,700th? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and join us in the next one to see the next stage of this renovation. I am tired. I can hear my mum's radiator ticking. We just had to turn the heating on because it's really cold.